everyone, I'm Cora Lucia, and today I'm going to be talking to you about why it's so important to go green and how to do so. So there's a lot of talk right now about going green and being environmentally friendly, and yet some people still don't actually know how to do it or why it's so important. No matter what certain or how much certain politicians and interest groups try to deny it, our planet's in danger and we need to save it. I've grown up in a family that takes as many steps as possible to save the environment on a day-to-day basis, just by simply altering things that we do and altering the ways that we do things in order to be more environmentally friendly. It's important for everyone living on planet Earth to know why it's so necessary to go green and how to do so, because this is our planet, and if it goes under, we're all going with it. Today I'm going to inform you about how to go green, and by explaining some steps that you can take and should take, including recycling, preserving energy, and reducing water usage. So I will start out by telling you how you can and should recycle. According to David Bach and Hillary Rosny in their book, Go Green, Live Rich, 50 Simple Ways to Save the Earth and Get Rich Trying, published in 2008, we would be amazed at what some people throw away. The bad thing about just throwing everything away is that it doesn't just disappear when you throw it out, but it clogs the landfills with things that could mostly be used again and recycled. Recycling not only benefits the environment, but it also benefits the person that is recycling. When you recycle, you can earn extra money on the side by simply taking all of your recycled goods to the designated places in your community, and instead of putting it in the recycle bins and having the trash companies pick them up. You want to always check before you throw anything out, anything at all. Make sure you check to see if any part of it has this label. It's a triangle that has arrows on it, and it's the recycle symbol. And the recycle symbol will always have a number in the middle of it, telling you whether or not it's recyclable in your area. Certain areas only take certain numbers. Like the Manhattan, Kansas area, they will only take numbers 1 and 2, but Hutchinson, Kansas will take 1 through 7. So this is a flyer for the Hutchinson, Kansas waste recycling group, and it says that it has all of the materials on there that you can recycle. And it all includes aluminum and steel beverage and food cans, plastic beverage, food, and soap containers, and those are all, again, 1 through 7. Newspapers, including the inserts, you can also put the inserts in there. Glass containers of all colors, food and beverage jars and bottles, magazines, junk mail, office paper, books, phone books, and catalogs, cardboard and pasteboard, but you cannot do shredded papers, so don't shred your paper first, if at all possible. The great part about recycling is that there's so many different ways to do it. Not only can you save your bottles, cans, glass, etc., but that can be reused, but you can also utilize auction sites and garage sales. Selling things on auction sites or garage sales is a great way to get rid of items that you're no longer going to need and that someone else may need or can use. And the great thing about buying stuff on auction sites or garage sales is that you can buy things that somebody else no longer needs or is no longer using, and that can be useful to you. Regifting is another fantastic way to recycle. If you get a gift, or if you receive a gift that's not particularly one that you want or care to have, instead of simply throwing it away, give it to someone else who may appreciate it more, instead of, letting it end up at the landfill and clogging up the systems again. According to the August 2012 issue of the Go Green newsletter, if you allow your grass clippings to spread free on your lawn instead of bagging them, they will decompose and return to the soil in just a few days, and it will help keep your lawn beautiful and healthy. It's a better way to recycle because it's using your old grass to make your new grass have better life, look better, and just be more healthy. Next, I'm going to explain to you the steps that you can and should take to preserve energy. In Green Gone Wrong, How Our Economy is Undermining the Environmental Revolution by Heather Rogers, Heather discusses the benefits of different places where you can get organic food. The easiest aspect of going green has to be to preserve energy. There are numbers of ways to preserve energy, including getting organic foods that help our environment, and there's numerous other ways to do so. By getting organic or growing organic food in your own garden as opposed to going to the stores and getting it, you are not only saving gas, but you're saving time and energy, and by that you're saving money. Even if you do go to the organic food stores to get food, you will be saving the energy that it takes to have the food processed in a plant or a factory. Another easy way to save energy is by switching your light bulbs that you use. Compact fluorescent bulbs are much better for the environment than regular bulbs because it reduces pollution by using them. In fact, according to Wire & Time's website, 50 Ways to Help the Planet, if every household in the U.S. replaced one regular light bulb, just one regular light bulb, with one of those new fluorescent bulbs, the pollution reduction would be equivalent to removing 1 million cars from the road. 1 million cars. That's a big difference just by switching one light bulb. When it comes to electronics that we frequently use, it may kind of slip our minds that leaving them on all the time is bad for the environment. It's actually hurting the environment. Again, according to Wire & Time, if you turn off your computer when it's not in use, instead of putting it into sleep mode or letting it go into sleep mode, you can save up to 40 watt-hours a day, which equals 4 cents a day and $14 a year. And if the reason is that you leave your computer on just because you don't like waiting for it to start up, just all you have to do is simply turn it on or set it so that it turns on at a specific time during the day when you will be using it the most and when you need it. So lastly, I will inform you about how to reduce water usage. Water is a resource that we often take for granted. In fact, we take it for granted constantly. We're always using way more water than is needed for the tasks that we're trying to carry out. Everyone needs to be more conscious about how much water they're using and how much they actually need to use for certain tasks. I found through Henrik Larsson's article, Is It Possible to Go Green and Be Profitable?, that even people who own ships are trying to go green as much as possible. They're working on making their ships safer for the ecosystem and the water that they reside in. And according to Kevin Contreras in the DVD Building Green, published in 2008, if you refrain from rinsing your dishes before you use your dishwasher, you can save up to 20 gallons of water per load. That's a lot of water. An added plus to not rinsing your dishes first is that you are also saving time and energy that is needed to heat the additional water that you are using. So there's 3 benefits to it: time, money, energy. It's just great. So with this information, I hope that you know the importance of going green and why you should do so. Today I informed you about just a few of the countless ways that you can go green and you can save your environment and how to do so. When it comes to the environment, we have to all take steps to preserve it in order to keep it running and alive and well. I hope that you all realize what you can do to help this all happen. And before my speech, you may not have known exactly how you can go green or why it's important that everyone takes steps to go green as much as possible. And now I hope that you will know enough to take at least a few steps to make your lives better and make them safer for the environment yourself. Thank you for coming and thank you for listening.